This tan? Genetics. I just got my color analysis back. Guess what? Golden summer.
They basically looked over at Sydney Sweeney and American Eagle and they said, holy your guys' stocks flew up after you did that stunt, so we're gonna pull one too.
Yeah, I just watched the Dunkin' Donuts ad and it's problematic for so many reasons.
Dunkin' Donuts just put a devout, Christian, white, heterosexual, married, attractive man in an ad.
Grace and peace, everybody. You saw the thumbnail. You saw the title. We are probably on day 8 of Sweeney Gate, of American Eagle Gate, of the Great Jeans Gate. That's what we'll call it. Great Jeans Gate. I'm here for it. I am here for it in all of its splendor. American Eagle said we're gonna put Sydney Sweeney on it. Dunkin' Donuts said hold our latte, and they put and they are giving the terminally online mob fits, and I'm here for it. I am here for it. I'm here for it. This could go on all summer. I hope more companies, because what's happening if you're not aware, what's happening? I'll tell you. Companies and individuals and brands are having enough of placating to the loud, ridiculous online mobs that will never be satisfied. They're never satisfied. Find a person, a group, an entity, a company that quote unquote made a mistake. They said something wrong. They put the wrong person on there and the mob came after them, right? And they did a reflection. They said, we went back and looked at ourselves and we'll do better. And they apologized. Whatever happened to the mob? Whatever happened to that company, that entity, that person, that content creator? Nothing. That's right. Nothing better came of it. They were cucked. They were hamstrung. They were now at the behest of the mob. They have to always respond. They have to always move along with the mob. Because please understand, the mob doesn't care that you apologized. The online mob cares that you responded to them. So let's pick a content creator. Joey Swoles. He recently gave a shout out to Hulk Hogan when Hulk Hogan passed. Shout out to the Hulkster. Well, the mob came after Joey Swoles because Hulk Hogan is racist. Well, what did Joey Swoles do? He responded to the mob. And then he doubled down and tried to explain and then use the word colored people as if the National Association of Colored People doesn't exist, but don't say anything. So what did the mob do? They came for his throat. And then what did Joey do? He apologized. And from his apology, they're not satisfied. He didn't apologize enough. He didn't say enough. He didn't do enough. They're going to make him write a check. They're going to make him write a check. They're going to make him take his platform down and whatever like that. You never, ever. This is rule number 1 in the post-woke world. You do not apologize. Never. If you say something wrong, okay, I misspoke. Now, if you say something vicious and you're totally out of pocket, that's a different discussion. But if you're just talking fast and you're singing a song and the N-word pops up in the song and you're like, okay, it's in the song, whatever, and keep it moving. You do not apologize. You don't apologize. I'm going to say that again. Don't apologize. You can say something bad about me, whatever. Keep it moving. It won't be the first time and it won't be the last time somebody says something bad about me. I don't care. And you shouldn't care either. Stop. Do not apologize. Don't apologize. Back to Joey Swoll. Now look at him. The mob has him by the short hairs. They got him hemmed up and now he's over here cucking for them left, right, and center. Where Joey Swoll gave the mob a megaphone, American Eagle and Sydney Sweeney, you know what they gave them? The mute button. They're ignoring the mob. The mob is just getting more and more vitriolic because nobody's actually responding to them. American Eagle doesn't care what they say. Sydney Sweeney is not losing sleep over what they're saying. So now they got to keep ratcheting it up. Oh, she's a this and oh, she's a that. Oh, the company's this and oh, the company's that. Oh, she's even more than this. Oh, she's more than. They're just going to keep going. Let them sit there and keep making up stuff. But never, rule number one in a post-woke world, do not apologize. If you believe it, stand on it. If you said it, stand on it. If it's something vitriolic that you said, man, back in the day, I was a wild, crazy guy. I wasn't in Christ and I was doing crazy stuff. Okay, then that's it. And that's who I was back then. Because I said this before, and I'm going to bring up Hulk Hogan, then we're going to talk about Dunkin' Donuts. I said this before. You want, if you're a person who professes to be a Christian, you want Hulk Hogan to be saved. You want him to be saved. Not like you're wanting and you're wishing really matters, but please understand, you want Hulk Hogan to be a Christian. You want Hulk Hogan to be in Christ because he has done nothing worse than what you have done. Not one thing worse. Now, in this woke world, racism is the biggest sin ever, but that's because they're stupid. That's because they're intellectually deficient. Their brains are too smooth to actually understand deep concepts. So you want Hulk Hogan to be saved. You want Jesus Christ to have changed the heart of Hulk Hogan from a heart of stone into a heart of flesh, from one that hated God to one that loved God. You want that to be true. Because otherwise, if Hulk Hogan is not saved, who is? Because all it's going to take is me to sit there and say, well, let me look at your life. See, you didn't like Miss Bumblebee when you were in third grade. You going to hell. That's all it's going to take. So you really, truly do not want the rule to be applied to your own life like it is being applied to Hulk Hogan, Joey Swole, Sydney Sweeney, fill in the blank. You want Jesus Christ to save you. You really do. And you want him to have saved those persons. Now, if there's no evidence to the salvation, then I'm not going to sit there and wish on a star. But the man made a profession of faith. He was baptized. He looked like, from all externals, from what I could see and what you could see, he was probably in Christ. There's no reason to believe otherwise. But even greater than that, why are you trying to put that man in hell now? Okay. Let's talk about Dunkin'. Because Dunkin' said, hey, man, we about to make the online mob go crazy. They said, we about to put the perpetually online. Y'all about to be on life support. Let's go.
Look, I didn't ask to be the king of summer. It just kind of happened. This tan? Genetics. I just got my color analysis back. Guess what? Golden summer. Literally. I can't help it. Every time I drink a Dunkin' Golden Hour Refresher, it's like the sun just finds me. So if sipping these refreshers makes me the king of summer, guilty as charged.
Okay, so that's what the people are upset about? Do not, let me big screen myself. Do not apologize to the mob. We are in a post-woke world. Ignore them. Ignore them. Dunkin', shout out to y'all. You know what? I'm going to go get me one of these refreshers today. I'm going to go get one in honor of what do he call himself? The king of summer? You know what? King of summer, have at it. What is wrong with us, people? The dude is having fun talking about this drink, and y'all would have drunk it under any other circumstances.
The Golden Hour Refresher. Only at Dunkin'.
They basically looked over at Sydney Sweeney and American Eagle and they said, holy, your guys' stocks flew up after you did that stunt, so we're going to pull one too. What is happening right now is the mega corporations are literally capitalizing off of the divisiveness of this nation.
I just got my color analysis back. Refreshers makes me the king of...
Flew up after you did that stunt, so we're going to pull one too. What is happening right now is the mega corporations are literally capitalizing off of the divisiveness of this nation. So,
okay, I got to do something for you. And this happens all the time. I've done it. This young lady just did it. And I really want to encourage you all. Come on up here to the front of the church. Let me tell you something real quick. Do your research. And I'm glad that I did it before I got on this video, because I would not have caught it. What she said was American Eagle stock went up. That is true. But did Dunkin' Donuts stock go up? Did Dunkin' Donuts stock go up? No. You know why? Dunkin' Donuts is a privately owned company. And it's a very small little detail that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, but really it does, because we put ideas out there and we just say, oh, their stock is going up. Oh, their stock. They actually are not. They're not a publicly traded company. They're a privately owned company. They don't have stock. So Dunkin' isn't benefiting like they're making it sound like they are in the stock area, at least. American Eagle, their stock has gone up. That's for sure. And I just want to make sure you know that. Go check that out yourself. Go look into that before, when you see these, multi-pierced people, they, thems out here ranting. Look at what they're talking about. Do a little bit of research yourself. I'm not saying that you didn't, but just do a little bit of research. If it doesn't sound exactly right, look at it yourself. And then they might be 100% correct, or they might not.
I hope this is the first and last video you see on the Dunkin' Donuts matter, because we should not be giving them any attention. They are looking at us like cattle to be their free marketing vessels, that we would be so outraged by their choices in perpetuating the division in this nation through commercials that we would carry on those commercials through these digital spaces over and over and over and over again, giving them free marketing. What we're going to do is not that. Hopefully we don't do that. We did it with Sydney Sweeney. Their stocks went up. We should not do it with Dunkin' Donuts, because their stocks will go up. We should ignore this shit. If they want to post this stuff, if they want to engage in the political divisiveness and exacerbate it, when it's one of our biggest issues that we face as Americans right now, is not liking each other, being so divided.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to stop right there. But the terminally online mob cannot do that. They can't just, because that's a mature response. Shout out to that young lady right there. That's a mature response. Like, I don't like them. I'm not really a Dunkin' Donuts person. Y'all know me. I like Starbucks, and Starbucks is not necessarily my ideological counterpart. But let me digress. I just ignored Dunkin' Donuts, but I'm gonna go to Dunkin' today. I'm gonna go to them because I know that the purple-haired, septum ring, multi-tattoo on their face crowd is going to blow a gasket. So I do want them to see another car in the line. I do want that, because I know that you're going to blow a gasket. Now, what you could do is just not act immature and say, oh, I don't rock with Dunkin'. Oh, I don't rock with American Eagle, and keep it moving. But you're now showing the mega corporations how well this works. The negative campaign ad is actually working. And don't be surprised if next week there's 2 more companies that do it. I can't think of who it'll be. I'm going to go with a beer brand and a car. But there's going to be some more companies that do this, that start putting normal looking people in their ads, no longer putting the they thems out there and the such of that nature. They're going to put normal people out there, and y'all are going to blow a gasket. And the week following is going to be 5 more companies. This is going to be a trend. We are in a post-woke world. Let's go.
I just watched the Dunkin' Donuts ad, and it's problematic for so many reasons. First of all, it's certainly disappointing to see genetics brought up in a similar way as a Sydney Sweeney ad. It just goes to show that there's never an innovative or original idea in Hollywood. I always think about growing up, like all of the movies that came out at the same time, like Ants and A Bug's Life or Armageddon and Deep Impact. And I'm sure there are much more modern examples that I could come up with if I wanted to. But again, going back to the marketing exec of the Sydney Sweeney ad, thinking that they were being so innovative and pushing it, when they say that art imitates life, clearly these through lines and discussions and philosophies are percolating under the surface because of what is happening culturally. Not even under the surface. What's happening right in front of our face is informing creative that people think is reasonable. But before I loop back to the genetic end, I actually want to talk about this idea of being crowned king. In this climate, to put forth an ad about being crowned king weeks after the No Kings protests,
this is where I'm saying, like, they have to find something to be upset about. If you have Gen Zers in your house, they use the word king all the time. Short king, I'm king here. My girls call me king. They say it's a term of endearment. And truth be told, Dunkin' Donuts has his finger on the pulse of the Gen Zs. This woman right here, she's probably not the crowd that they're reaching out to. They don't care about No Kings protests. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. They're using a term that this generation uses quite a bit. They use the term twin and cap. Don't be surprised. These are terms that they're marketing toward their children. That's who they are. There's a Dunkin' Donuts near my daughter's high school. That line stay wrapped around the building in the morning. They know who they're reaching out to. They're reaching out to those children. They're not reaching out to me. They're probably not reaching out to you. This lady right here, nobody cares about no king. Nobody cares about no king.
I don't understand it from a perspective of like, unless you're an actual monarchy or Burger King, why are you crowning anyone king in America right now?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're totally missing the plot. You're trying to make it something else that it isn't, and you look silly. And you got on Twitter or TikTok and made yourself look silly. Bless your heart.
But yeah, this tan, genetics. I just got my color analysis back. Gross. You know, the ad industry needs to do better. These are two big brands with big budgets who went out to do full production shoots with celebrities, and these were the ideas that they decided were the best idea.
This is the actor from The Summer I Turned Pretty.
And they won.
Literally been in such hot water.
And they won. That's the thing. Dunkin' won. American Eagle won. They're killing it. They're killing it. And you're mad because, again, you bought into the feminist lie. You bought into the woke ideology lie. And Dunkin' and American Outfitter said, nah, we're good. We good. We're going to go back to what actually sells. That's it.
Water the last 2 weeks for being MAGA and liking and reposting homophobic, transphobic, like questionable shit. And Duncan just dropped this ad 11 hours ago talking about his genetics. Another white, blonde hair, blue eye. I'm gonna admit this could totally be the Bader Meinhof phenomenon.
Is he blonde? I don't know. I think it's funny as all get out. Why can't y'all? But see, this is the thing. You do not apologize. Dunkin', American Outfitters, do not apologize. Fast forward. Let's go.
Where like you talk about something or you see a word and now you see it everywhere. And by no means is this giving the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ad, but y'all, the odds of two white, blonde hair, blue eye, MAGA celebrities in ads back to back talking about genetics.
Oh my gosh.
It's weird. I'm not going to do a whole analysis like I did with the Sydney Sweeney ad.
So if we follow this woman's logic, anytime there's a term used in a political campaign or during an election cycle, we're supposed to say we're supposed to see that as being bad. Okay. Just make sure you have that same energy when I come back and talk about that later on.
That was like a more intellectual conversation, but this is weird. He's lucky he's Italian and he's talking about his tan, or else I feel like the comparison would be like on nose. But it stinks. Something stinks still. It stinks. We'll see if we keep seeing
It's your upper
more
lip.
of this.
So it looks
It's your upper lip that stinks. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And this woman right here with the septum ring, ma'am, nobody cares. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I cannot believe she's talking about eugenics. I really can't believe that she's talking about eugenics. Y'all are weird. And guess what? Nobody cares anymore. We're not messing with y'all. Y'all can sit there and pitch a fit and do whatever. Nobody cares anymore. We are in a post-woke world. You might as well go ahead and get that nose ring out your nose because, ma'am, nobody cares.
It's like Dunkin' Donuts might be working with the same advertisers as American Eagle. You
Shout out
guys
to
are
them.
not going to believe this ad that I was just tagged in. So it's great genes, it's genetics, it's blonde hair, it's blue eyes.
Wait.
And as I think of all this,
I didn't realize the woman has a tattoo on her forehead. Okay. I tend not to, I'm going to be a little bit biased here. I tend not to get my social marching orders from people who impersonate bulls and still draw on their faces. I tend not to do that.
all I can continue to marinate on is the fact that Lulu and her 3 kids are still homeless. And we have been raising money for them for months, and we still haven't hit their goals. Lulu lost one of her babies to cancer, and they have been homeless ever since after depleting all their funds caring for this child and inevitably burying this child. I know that it is so tempting to give all your energy to these trending topics, and they're important. It's important to talk about eugenics and how harmful it is and the rise of white supremacy in our media, but it is not enough to just talk. If you have even $1, I am begging you to donate it. We are not going to fix this advertising. We're not going to fix this by simply talking. We have to start doing. We have to change the narrative. We have to show support for the people who are marginalized and ignored.
Dunkin' Donuts just broke every single rule that the radical left has been trying to enforce upon the American people for a decade. Did you know?
This right here is gospel truth, my boy. All right, here it comes. Get ready.
That his family is Italian? He's European. He's white. He grew up in Texas.
Oh my gosh.
Texas. You can't put white Texans in advertisements anymore.
No.
Did you know that he's married to a woman?
Wait, what?
Stop.
A woman?
Yeah, I know. A woman. He's married to a woman. But this is the one that's probably going to make them go crazy. They're devout Christians.
Oh my gosh.
Dunkin' Donuts just put a devout Christian, white, heterosexual, married, attractive man in an ad. They don't know what to do. He's even got the fluffy, like, Southern University frat boy hair.
Okay, I did see that, and I didn't know what to call it, but that is definitely a thing. I don't know what that hairstyle is called. Shout out to the white boys that got it. Y'all do your thing. But I was like, what is that called? I heard it called the llama style, broccoli style. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, Dunkin' Donuts said we're about to check every box. Every box that you don't want me to check, that's what we're going to check.
Like you see with all the Alabama boys. The frat
Hey,
boy
shout out
hair,
to
you know, it's
Alabama.
all fluffy. He's even got that. The American left just watched every single one of their rules be broken, and the American people are collectively giving them the double-barreled middle finger.
At what point do you guys stop crying, Wolf? Like, seriously. Bless your little triggered hearts. But Lord have mercy. This is getting out of hand. 2 days ago, y'all were losing your ever-loving minds about American Eagle jeans. Jeans, baby. Pants.
Pants.
Now,
Britches.
oh no. Now it's Dunkin' Donuts. That's right, you heard me correctly. Coffee and donuts are now offensive. They dropped a summer ad with that boy from The Summer I Turned Pretty. He was just out there talking about, tans, summer, energy drinks, real groundbreaking stuff, right? Just puns.
Troubling. Triggering stuff. I mean, good gracious alive.
Just lighthearted marketing. But y'all, nay, y'all lost it. Like, what is in the water that y'all are drinking? Is it outraged flavored? Is it brewed with internet tears and TikTok tantrums?
I am here for it. I'm here for it. These ads scare me, and I'm their target demographic. I don't know why. What do donuts and drinks have to do with genetics? What if they are rage baiting us? He said, what if? Sir, that's what we're doing. Why is Duncan talking about genetics? That is such a very... I don't think they understand how crazy they sound. Okay, let's leave them alone. It hasn't even been 7 business days since the last eugenics ad. I bet more is coming. Baby, you better know it. It would not surprise me. I'm going to stick to the rule of 3. If the third one drops, there's a huge movement coming. I didn't know what that was, but I agree. Grabbing my donkey, then hitting American Eagle for a new outfit. Okay, I actually kind of agree with that one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the post-woke world. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about it. Do you drink Dunkin' Donuts? Were you offended by this? Maybe that's a better question. Were you offended by the king of summer? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I appreciate you so much for rocking with us. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.